what'd you think about the big dollhouse there, Patrick?
I thought it was all right. It was pretty good. Not too long ago, I saw another women in prison movie, also featuring Pam Grier. And in that one, Pam Grier was like a psychopathic warden that tortured people and I think maybe even had sex with them. And I'm like, okay. I enjoyed this more than that, as enticing as that sounds. I can't even remember the name. They all have, a lot of them have weird titles. I mean, some of the titles stand out, like Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS stands out. I haven't seen that one, but Bear Behind Bars is a title that stands out to me.
Oh, no.
I have seen that one. It's a Brazilian movie. This is the best women in prison movie I've seen. I haven't seen that many. I've seen Reform School Girls, which isn't technically a prison, but same gist, you know. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's entertaining. The characters, they don't have they have personality. I think they're written in kind of a fun way where even if you mix them up here and there, like there's still some fun dynamics going on.
Yeah.
Again, it's exploitation, but I don't feel like the women are being exploited so much, and that's important. We've talked about this a little bit, but like I don't want to watch a movie where I feel uncomfortable for every actress on screen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, 7, 8 women in this movie who are naked. There's a good chance one or two of them felt incredibly uncomfortable about this whole experience. But, like, I don't know. I feel like Pam Grier owned it, you know, if nothing else.
Yeah, I know, because the nudity about this, because you're right, it is an exploitative movie, but it doesn't feel, as you said, that way towards women that much.
Yeah, that's the way I felt watching it. Someone might have a completely different view,
right.
And I would get it. I think there's always a fine line with exploitation films. And I would also like to point out that I was looking for this because, you know, Jack Hill, the only other movie I've seen him do is Spider Baby, which is, it's a horror movie, but it's a comedy too. It's a dark comedy. I kept looking for, is there some comedy here? Is there some satire here? And if there is, I didn't see it. But to be fair, I think even women in prison movies that are considered satirical of the genre, it's hard to tell they're satirical. Like I think Caged Heat, the Jonathan Demme movie, is considered sort of like a satire of the genre. And one of the points that people talk about, like, oh, they're satirizing the genre because there's like a woman warden that does all the torture. Like, that happens here. And that doesn't feel satirical, does it? You know?
No.
I don't think this is going for satire, but I'm just mentioning that because there are other movies that I feel like don't go for satire, but people still talk about them as if they do. So maybe I'm missing something there and here. Maybe just there, maybe just here. I don't know.
Well, again, going back to something I said at the beginning of this, I was surprised by... I don't want to call it a lack of nudity, but when you hear women in prison,
no, there's a lot of nudity
movie,
here. There's a relative lack of rape, but there's a lot of nudity. Like, they sleep naked. There's the shower scene, which isn't that long.
Yeah, but most of the time, though, I would say that the nudity... I mean, I'm not arguing for wanting more nudity, I guess, in this movie, but I would say
every time someone's tortured, they're naked.
Yeah.
Including the woman who was, like, hanging from, like, the chin-up bar kind of thing.
Most of the time, when the women are, like, fully undressed, they are shot from the back, which I thought was nice and might have been slightly comforting to the women on set. The only person who was shot fully nude from the front was a woman who played Alcott, and that was through, like, a pane of frosted glass. So you didn't actually really see anything. But again, women in prison exploitation movie, I
don't really agree with that. I mean, the shower's mostly from the back, but it's not like it's all... you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was just expecting so much more nudity and rape and just feeling uncomfortable both for myself and the women involved. And I walked away thinking like, oh, that wasn't too bad, actually.
And I do think the movie's entertaining, too. It's not just that it's not as rapey as we were kind of expecting. Like, we don't want to say that's the only reason that we kind of like this movie.
Watch it. It's not that rapey.
It's not the bigotry of low expectations. This is a half decent movie. I think I mentioned kind of the writing, the characters are fun. When it becomes an action movie in the last 15 minutes, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I love that shot of that woman pulling those two guns out. Like, that stuff's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this movie does silly. Well, maybe only does silly well because I just couldn't help but like laugh at stuff like that electric bra that woman has to wear, or the fucking bamboo bars. Or like when they show up to the prison.
Bamboo's a powerful wood. It's a strong wood.
Shut up. Or like
Have you not seen a Jackie Chan movie where that's like the only thing that keeps him from like falling off a skyscraper?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Rush Hour 2, I think, right? But, like, even when they show up to the prison at the very beginning, and there's, like, a woman hanging above the doorway in a bamboo cage, I was like, this is so stupid. I really enjoyed it, though. This, as you said, I don't think was, like, satirical. There were a couple, like, funny lines here and there. There were a couple little funny bits, I guess. But for the most part, it was just a decent story, told in a decent way, and then, like, the last 15-ish minutes were pretty awesome. So, give it a watch.